Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
And listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris. All right there. How the devil are we all? Let me just move my microphone out of the way. Yeah, we're here again. Another watch along, another game for the Women's Euros 2022, delayed obviously a year because of the old COVID. Hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying the summer of football. I'll tell you something. I know a few dinosaur men out there are still saying, it's not as good as the men's, but it's better than the men's. It is better than the men's. This is Belgium versus Iceland, Group D, watch along. Good afternoon.
Till I Die Watch Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
Yeah, please do not forget to subscribe. I'm going to leave the teams up there for you. I'm not going to read them out because basically I haven't heard of any of them. But I tell you what, if it's anything like the rest of the competition, it's been good games. There's been action. There's been controversy. Tonight, we're looking at the first game in Group D. I've got to say, I don't think he's stopping, but I'm going to say hello to Dan, the Burnley man, Turf Morehouse TV. Get over there, check it all out if you like your championship football. And he still does the odd Premiership bit as well. Can't let it go. First in, hope you're well, Mush, and good luck with the stream. See you tonight. Oh, my love. I love you too, Turf. I love you too. He's joining me at 7:45 for the France-Italy game, and we're going to say hello to Niall. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good afternoon, even. How the devil are you? So the crowd is out, or the crowd is on the pitch. Honestly, what is it? I'm doing too many. I can't speak. I need to go and get myself a new set of dentures. The teams are out. They're doing the national anthems at the moment. But let's have a look what's happened so far. Of course, Group A kicked off with England beating Austria 1-0 and Norway then beating Northern Ireland comfortably 4-1. Norway are top of the group, England are second, and Austria and Northern Ireland in that order. On Friday, we saw Spain beat Finland 4-1. After the Finns took a very early lead. And then I didn't see it because I was doing, and it was a really, really important show. I was doing on racism, sexism, and homophobia within football. Has it got any better with the taking the knee, the rainbow laces, etc., the Women's Euros? It appears not. You can still check that out under the Sports Zone and the latest show tabs on Leicester Till I Die TV. And while you're there, give us the subs. So I didn't see the Germany 4 Denmark 0, but apparently, again, it was a good game. Germany topped that group, of course, on goal difference from Spain because they didn't concede any. Finland third, Denmark fourth, and yes, I am still in love with the Finland uniform top. I want one. I just can't afford it. On Saturday, we saw Portugal and Switzerland fight out a 2-2 draw. What a game that was! What a game! Switzerland first half 2-0 up. It was probably in a lot of ways the worst game as for skill. But Portugal, I mean, the first half it was all Switzerland. The second half it was Portugal. If ever you want to tell anybody about a game of two halves, that is the game. It ended up 2-2. And then Netherlands and Sweden last night. What can we say? 1-1. These two are, well, Netherlands obviously are the holders. Sweden are actually the highest European-based team in FIFA ranking, second only to the United States. It was a end-to-end game. It really was. It ended up 1-1, which probably pleased Portugal and Switzerland more than Netherlands and Sweden. I think they're going to be looking at that now because you're going to think Netherlands and Sweden are likely to go through. I know it's competition football and anything can happen, but, that gives Portugal and Switzerland hope that if they can nick a win, you never, ever know what can happen. And, of course, with the group stage, that means Group C, Portugal and Switzerland are top, Netherlands and Sweden third and fourth. So it's Portugal, Sweden, Netherlands, Portugal, Switzerland, Netherlands, Sweden. We should never have those two in the same group. And they are all on 1 point. I think that's just alphabetical there between them. Of course, today we've got Belgium versus Iceland, and we have got France versus Italy tonight. We'll be doing watch-alongs for both of those. I'm not going to lie, I'm really enjoying the women's football. I truly am. And don't forget, if you are enjoying it and you are enjoying what we're doing as a channel here, and I thank you for joining us, sparing your time to sort of join me and my co-hosts on these, and I might be having a co-host pop in later. Please support the companies that support us. And Leicester Till I Die's Women's Euro 2022 coverage is brought to you in conjunction with freeretro.com. They are one of the biggest companies for retro shirts and vintage football clothing, and they carry a lot of the old Admiral stuff, which I absolutely love. I'm not going to lie to you. I really do. I just think they were a Leicester company, of course I would. So please give them your support. If you need anything, they do English teams, they do international teams, obviously, and they also do the likes of Barcelona and continental teams as well. Looks like who's won the toss here? Yeah, it looked as if Iceland have won the toss. Who do you want to win? Who do you want to win? For me, I guess it's Belgium, because obviously I still don't like Iceland for what they did to the England men when Roy was in charge. Yes, we all remember that. They're all having a group hug now. In a bit of camaraderie. Yeah, both teams doing that. Be interesting to see if they take the knee. England, Austria took the knee. And I think the only other one was Netherlands, Sweden last night. Apart from that, they haven't been doing. So it'll be interesting to see. Let me just refresh the graphic. And it's ready to go. So it is a glorious sunny day. The near side in the shade of the stadium. But it is the rest of the pitch in full colour. And this is taking place at Manchester, not Old Trafford or the Etihad, but it's taking place at Manchester. I know they didn't take the knee. They didn't take the knee either. Interesting. I thought UEFA might have clamped down on that, but we're off. We're at the races. So it's Belgium versus Iceland. And the winner of this will go on to play Asda in the quarterfinals. Hey, I know. I'm sorry. I've started already, haven't I? I've started already. But do let us know who you want to win this one. At least the coach has got some decent hair today. That wig, I'm going to put money on the fact that it turns out it's a wig by the end. It looks a half decent stadium. I've got to be honest with you. Let's have a look if we can find out what stadium it actually is. No, I can't. Oh, no, it's the Manchester City Academy. It is the Manchester City Academy Stadium. Wow. I thought ours was good at Leicester. That looks impressive for an academy stadium. I am not going to lie. No. Fair play, Man City. And it's Belgium coming away down the right-hand side, but intercepted by the Belgian defender. Back to the goalkeeper, who kicks it back up towards the halfway line. Met by an Icelandic midfielder, but headed it straight back to Belgium. It ended up back at the goalkeeper, and she's pumped it forward. Bit of head tennis at the moment. And just 2 minutes in here. And can I say, that stadium, I tell you, this first half, if I was playing, I'd want to be on the left wing because that's all in shade. And that's where Belgium are breaking down now, but intercepted by, Iceland, intercepted by Belgium, and it's off an Icelandic player for a Belgian throw. I'm sorry if I'm not going to be able to say the names because absolutely no idea who they are. And I probably can't pronounce half of them, you know me. It's 24 degrees and sunny, as if you didn't know, up there in Manchester. Yeah, well, you probably didn't know it in Manchester, did you? I lived in Burnley for 25 years. It was wet. When I left Burnley, I actually had all my rust taken off. Anyway, Iceland, trying it again down the left-hand side. I only just went over. I was not sure that the goalkeeper knew what was going on there, but it went over. Whether that was a cross or a shot, it's got to have been a cross. Quite easily over at the end. The referee is from Sweden. Oh, Belgium breaking here, but no, the Iceland defender back to the goalkeeper who kicks it clear and upfield. Sweden and Iceland, are they not a bit too close to be reffing each other? Oh, not so much a tackle, just a bit of a block with the foot there from the Belgian. Out on the left-hand side, far side of there, straight in the box and kicked out. The one thing I have noticed about this whole tournament is it's that final third, that final attempt to get the ball into an opening seems to be a struggle for the ladies, and they've ended up taking shots from quite a way out, which hasn't always paid off because they've usually ended up in row Z. And the defending can be quite last minute as well. It can end up that it's quite last minute. But it's been clean and it's been no nastiness. The worst game for that probably was the Portugal game yesterday, where they were both going in hard to each other. Straight across the box there from the Belgian right winger, and nobody was there. Well, there was in the box, but they didn't seem to want to run onto it. They seem to the women seem to like the ball coming to themselves rather than them running on to the end. So many balls are put through into the box. And I've got to say that's probably a lot of it might be down to the hot weather. But you've got to go for it. You have got to really go for it. And a lot of these teams aren't doing. So these two teams, they've played each other twice. Iceland have never won. And they've got one win, and they did get one draw. It was 1-0 to Belgium back in 2012-13. They must have been in the same group then, because it was 1-0 to Belgium and the other game finished 0-0. Belgium come down the right now. Click the ball in. It's found an Icelandic player. No, and they've missed it. Why I'm insisting on Belgium are thinking of playing in white, I have absolutely no idea. Do forgive me. But Belgium are counter-attacking here down the centre, holding on to the ball there. The number 5 plays it out to the left wing, coming up and out on right onto the left wing now in the far corner. Tries to cross it over. Icelandic number 8 sticks the foot out and stops it coming in. Vilhashashlum, she is called, and now you know why I'm only doing numbers. Exactly. And again to the byline for Belgium, headed out, and Iceland break. A long through ball, a good ball. Now she's running onto it on the right wing, and she's offside. That was tight. I think that must have been quite close for the number 9 there from Iceland. In fairness, it was tight. That was tight. But it was a superb long ball from the Icelandic midfielder. Well done for the Icelandic striker for getting on the end of it. And it was one of those. It was one of those decisions. So close. Iceland give it away in the middle of the park. Coming down the right-hand side now with the Belgium number 13, who, for some inexplicable reason, plays it straight to an Icelandic player. So let me know, like I say, who you would like to win this. Belgium throw it forward. Played out to a player there that was totally marked, and she wouldn't have got that, I don't think. And it does look to be hot there. I'm sure that the players are going to be getting a drink break at some times. 10 minutes in, apparently, although I've got 8 minutes on my on my screen. And the assistant referees are from Sweden and Holland. I've noticed they've been doing that in these games. They have one referee from the same country as one assistant referee from the main country as the referee, and then one other. But the one other referee, assistant referee, is the same as the video VAR ref and assistant ref. And Martinez in the crowd there, giving his support to his female counterparts. And it's with them who have the ball and coming out now down the centre. We're lucky with that because they played it. No, it's gone out. They played it to a Belgian player again who had an Iceland player straight on her, and was tackled well from behind. So I say, just coming up to 10 minutes now, 0-0. If you're wondering what happened to the lead judges chat that I was going to be doing at 5 o'clock, he let me down. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? There's a lot of, have you noticed the clappers at the ground? There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of Euro 2022 clappers. I hope Leicester City copyrighted those. We could do with the money. Oh, they're not very well loved by a lot of fans, and even by a lot of Leicester fans. I'm not going to lie. So it's a throw into Iceland. Let's see again what sort of game the referee has, because the referees have been they put their male counterparts to shame. I tell you, it's nice to watch a game being played in England with referees that seem to know what they're doing. So it's going to be wow. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a long throw. Oh, the Belgian defender headed it out. Was claiming she didn't. Apparently she did. Of course, no VAR for decisions like that. So I think it's the first corner of the game here, going to Iceland on the far side. Iceland are playing right to left. And the ball comes in now, flipped it over, and it's still in there with an Icelandic player, chipped back into the box, chipped low and slipped straight to the Belgian defender. But they've got it back again, Iceland. And now, oh dear. Oh dear, that's that's a moment she won't want to see back. Just as she was going to clip it in, she slipped. Let's put it. Oh no, she didn't. No. She was put off by the defender. That was a bit naughty by the Belgian defender, but she got away with it. It wasn't a penalty, but she was very lucky. So let's have a look how we are doing. So Belgium have had more possession, which I'm surprised at. I am, because Iceland have seemed to be doing most of the attacking, but they both had one shot on goal. But it is still 0-0 as we look at it here. And the Whites of Iceland have got it, going back to their goalkeeper, who kicks it out straight first time. Kicks it straight to a Belgian player, but at least it's at the halfway line, so it's not going to cause them any problems. If you're watching, please, if you haven't subscribed, please give us a subscribe to Leicester Till I Die on YouTube, and smash the likes button. It really, really does help the channel. And pop in the chat and say hi. Oh, they're back. The Iceland fans are back. Do you remember the old woof? Woof, yeah, they're back. They're back. Mind you, let's face it, that was 10 times better than the Vuvuzela one ever was. So it's going to go back at the moment. And again, with this, there's only 3 sides, I think, of the stadium that are open. The end behind the Icelandic goalkeeper, as the things stand at the moment, is not being used. That said, the crowds, I mean, for a women's game, in the position it is in all these different countries, it is, Belgian, Icelandic lady, lucky to not being able to keep it in there. But the crowds have been good. I mean, I know England obviously, sold out Old Trafford for the first game, and they're down at St Mary's, I believe, for their second. So that should hopefully be a sellout. But I think, you've got to look at where the women's game is, and you've got to look and say, in fairness, that the attendances have been good. The attendances have been good. Not helped, I don't think, by the fact that we're having such a nice weather, because I think a lot of people have obviously, certainly down where I am in Bournemouth, have probably been going down to the beach. But I think it's been good. I don't know. I mean, 20,000 it was the other night for one of the games, and that's for some of these teams that play in front of that many fans. Bit of shirt pulling going on there. And I think I say the attendances have been good. They have been good. Ras Mahal, these are the worst 2 commentators on TV, Lucy Ward and Jonathan Pearce. I have to be honest with you, Ras. I am not allowed to have the sound on. I've got it on the on my TV here, but obviously because of the microphone picking up the sound and the noise and copyright, I'm not allowed to. But I think you'll find the third worst commentator anywhere is actually me on this channel. So I'm sorry I can't improve anything from there. But welcome along. Thank you very much, sir. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. You are welcome along. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, who's Kate? Who's Kate? But thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I do my best as well. I will try and do my best on the commentary, but as bad as Jonathan and Lucy are, I think they still are head and shoulders above me. Oh, that was I think she got winded there, the Icelandic player. The Belgian didn't take any prisoners going into her. I'm England, mate. I support England. In this game, oh, yeah, that was a bit of a clash between a bit of an Icelandic sandwich there for the poor Belgian. But I think the Icelandic girls got worse off because the Belgian got up and walked away. Yeah, I'm England. For this game, I've honestly, I haven't got a horse at the races, but I suppose if anything, Belgium. I'd like to see Belgium win it, purely because there's a bit of history between England and Iceland since the game when we were managed by Roy. Sorry, mate. League team. sorry. Obviously, with the channel's name is a bit of a clue. Leicester Till I Die TV. It is Leicester City that I support, but I do a lot of general Premier League coverage and quizzes as well. If you check the channel out. But yeah, no, I'm Leicester. What about yourself, mate? What about yourself? So Belgium have it in the centre, just outside the centre circle, bringing it forward. As I say, Belgium are playing from the left to the right. If you're watching it, don't worry too much about the graphic there, because I'll tell you that does not change. It's unable to sort of change things around at half time. So whichever way they're playing this way, which I think is probably the same way as we are actually playing, it will be the same in the second half. Grantham, mate, nice one. How are they doing? I've got to be honest with you, I don't know an awful lot about them in non-league. I lived down in Poole, just outside Bournemouth, and I've been to Poole Town quite a bit. When I first came down, I used to be a steward there, and there's some good football. As I joined Poole Town, and I did some stewarding for them just as Charlie Austin left. I'm not saying that those two things are related. You'd have to ask Charlie, but. Oh, no, mate. Oh, I apologise. I feel for you, mate. We've all been there in one form or another. We've all been there. But you'll be back. It's football. Unfortunately, it has its ups and downs. Like I say, welcome along. Have you subbed to the channel at all, mate? Would really appreciate it if you could do. That would be great. Belgium coming forward. Oh, no, hitting it through. Over the defenders, but straight to the Icelandic goalkeeper. What league do you play in with Grantham Town? What league are they in? So 49% ball possession to Belgium, 51% to Iceland as it stands. It is 0-0 with coming up to 20 minutes played. Belgium have changed to a 4-2-3-1 formation as we look at it. In order to cope with the Icelandic midfield and their attackers better, who have remained in their typical 4-3-3 shape. So Belgium feel a little bit threatened, how much that they've had to sort of change the formation. Leicester, Forest, Villa, Wolves, some good derbies. There will be. Obviously, the big one is Leicester Forest. Wolves, well, I don't really count Wolves as a derby. I don't like Wolves because of the way they took Mark McGee from us a few decades ago. But I don't really count that as a rival. Man United, Villa, yeah, a bit. They have been, I suppose, since they came back up. They've been our nearest thing to a derby. But of course, the big ones are back up today this season, Forest. And of course, they've got the joy of having beat us in the FA Cup. Oh, so now then the Icelandic striker through. Oh no, she a lovely twisty run. She went past two Belgian midfielders and then passed it to a Belgian defender. That was number 23 there, Solbestor. That was a good run. That was a good run. Who do we think is going to score next? I'm going to have a vote on this one. Who do I think is going to score next? Let me have a look. I tell you what, looking at it, I'm going to think it's going to be Iceland. It won't let me vote. Won't let me vote. Let me see if I can vote on my other screen. No, it doesn't want to let me vote as to who will score next. Belgium are unbeaten in 4 games, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can carry that on. 4 games unbeaten for Belgium so far. But Iceland has certainly given them a game here. There's no doubt about that. Be interesting to see the map of where the action bits are, because I think it's mainly been in the Belgian half. And if this lady's got this is the same lady with the long throw. She has got a massive long throw. Number 23. Yep, it is. It is absolutely. That is a danger in itself. Chipped back in there. Oh, chipped back in. The long throw came in. And when I say long throw, I mean long throw. Sure, it comes in, half cleared by Belgium, came out to an Icelandic midfielder, chipped in, and a header, and way over the top at the end of the day. Let's just have a look at this Icelandic side, because I've got to be honest with you, they are proving to be better than I thought they were going to be. So Iceland, obviously they're playing Belgium today. They've got Italy on Thursday and France on Monday. So you'd think that they are going to probably be making the numbers up here. They qualified as Group F runners-up. They played 8, won 6, drew 1, lost 1, scored 25 and conceded 5, just as they put a ball straight into the Icelandic goalkeeper's hands, who kicks it out. Their best ever was in 2013, their best ever Euros, when they got to the quarterfinals, and they got to the group stage. Well, didn't get out of the group stage at the last Euros, which should have been 4 years ago. It's 5 years ago, because obviously these Euros should have been played last year. I am not going to attempt to pronounce the key player, the one to watch, or the coach. I'm sure you understand why. Belgium come through, but meekly give it away, and the goalkeepers are able to clear. Ahmed, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good morning, wherever you may be. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Iceland indeed. Please consider giving us a subscribe if you haven't done so already. It is much appreciated. So tactics for Iceland. They tend to line up with a 4-3-3, and under a succession of coaches have usually been a difficult team to break down, with a squad of players displaying a natural understanding. They are dangerous from set pieces, and Gnarditor's return will add experience and creativity. It's the Mad Darlow fan back, Ian. Well, what's worse, the fact that you're mad, or you're a Darlington fan? I jest, mate. I jest. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome. If you are watching on YouTube, please hit the likes. Believe it or not, it does make a difference on my YouTube account. That was a shot from Iceland going straight to the goalkeeper there. The pedigree. Iceland made an early impact when they reached the two-legged Women's Euro 95 quarter-finals, losing to England, and made the playoffs in 97 and 2005. But it still raised eyebrows when they qualified in 2009, the first time their nation had reached a major senior football tournament for men or women, drawing huge audiences at home on TV. Oh, they're through. They're through. Oh, just as we're talking about Iceland, they were through then. I think it wasn't quite perfect pass through for the Icelandic striker, and I think she got it tangled under her feet. But it was a good piece of play there. Sold the dummy. The Icelandic player ran up, and what defending! What? Let's just have a look at this. Oh my God! I've got to say, hats off to that Belgian defender. What? I mean, she could have easily got it wrong, giving a penalty away. But she went in, made contact with the ball. Well done. They've made every Euro since 2009, even holding Norway and beating the Netherlands to reach the 2013 quarterfinals. And now it would be a shock for them to miss out on qualifying. So they've obviously come a long way. But that said, Iceland were victorious in the last meeting between these two nations, winning 2-1 in an Algarve Cup game stage in March 2006, which obviously would have been in Portugal because that's where the Algarve is. You see, geography wasn't wasted on me at school. So I've got to be honest with you, Iceland have looked the better team so far. I don't know if you would agree with me if you were watching. Belgium, like I said, they've already had to change the formation, just giving the ball straight away there to Iceland. We're playing some pretty nifty stuff, but there's a free kick there. Not sure. I've got to say, go back to that defensive tackle from the Belgian defender was absolutely. Bobby Moore would have been proud of that one. I'm telling you. Anyway, it's back with Iceland in their own half. They're going to slowly bring it forward, playing it across the pitch rather than forward, just to prove me wrong. Now they move forward. A pass through. But again, it was passed to an Icelandic player who had a Belgian player behind her, and wasn't able to keep it. They are playing a dangerous game here, Belgium. I think we've got to be very, very careful. But they do have the ball now. They're coming away, and no, she didn't keep contact with it. Went straight through to an Icelandic defender. I don't know if anybody's been watching a lot of the games. Is there any team here? I mean, I'm going to be honest. The teams I think that they're going to cause sort of England problems are the big boys. You know, the Netherlands and Sweden, Germany, Spain. Norway is not going to be easy for us in the next round. In the next group round on Monday night. That could be a decider. Really could be. If we win that, we're as good as through. But Norway, like I say, are no fools. Anyway, Norway and Iceland proving to be fools as they break down the right now, passed out to the right in the shade. A long, hopeful ball into the box, straight onto the head of a Belgian defender who headed it to an Icelandic defender, who headed it to a Belgian defender, and kicked it out to an Icelandic player, who then kicked it off She's claiming handball. I think, but it hit the Belgian defender on the way out. Oh, well, it's a fair shout. She did have her arm out. Are they going to review this? Are they reviewing it? I think they could be reviewing it. She's got a hand to her ear. She's telling her she's not blown the whistle for the corner to be taken. It's being quickly reviewed. She's given herself a wedgie there, the Icelandic player. I don't know why, but they are checking for potential penalty. And I think it might be given, you know. I think this could be given. It did hit her on the elbow, but then again, the rules as they are at the moment, who knows? The referee is talking. Will she be asked to go yet? She's going over to look at the monitor. I think she's going over to look at the monitor. If you could know, yeah, she is going over to look at the monitor. If the BBC could have given us a wider shot of that, we could have seen where she was going to. But she's now running over to the monitor, and I think she's going to give this. I have a feeling she is going to give this. It goes up, it hits the play. It's not a natural position for the arm to be because she's got her arm stretched out, and it hit her elbow, and she's nodding her head at the screen is the referee. Yeah, I mean, you can't say... The number 11, Belgian number 11, behind, it was the player behind the Belgian that it hit, had her hands behind her back. And number 7 should really, but she went with her arms out. Let's see what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a penalty. I really do. She's not indicated yet, blowing the whistle. Penalty. It is a penalty. Well, that is interesting. This could throw the cat among the pigeons here. I mean, you know, if you think here that Belgium are 19th in the world, Iceland are 17th, so it's actually, you know, quite a close proximity. But are they going to score it or are they not? Iceland going to take the penalty. This is a good chance to give them the lead. She's doing a bit of a dance on the old line. Is the Belgian goalkeeper, all in blue. And here she comes now. The referee's being very pedantic, making sure everybody's out in the box, quite rightly, I guess. She's going to blow a whistle. There we go, number 9 for Iceland. And it's saved! Oh, it was a poor penalty. A couple of her teammates come across to console her. It was a poor penalty. There was no power behind it, no height behind it. The goalkeeper guessed right. She probably didn't really disguise where she was going to put it. I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't even a foot off the ground. The Icelandic coach is absolutely furious. And I'm going to be totally honest with you here. I'm not even going to say that it was a good save because it was an easy save. It was just a bad penalty. And I think there's only one thing you can say to that. You know what's coming, don't you? There's only one thing you can say to that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes. Number 9 for Iceland, who is, I don't know why I'm looking as if I'm going to be able to pronounce it. No, we'll call her Thor. We'll call her Thor. But it was a poor, she knows it was a poor penalty. You should not be taking penalties like that at this level, whether it's women's or men's, to be honest with you. You should be able to at least, make the goalkeeper work. You know, if a Premier, you know, if Harry Kane or Jamie Vardy had taken that penalty, I would have been disgusted with them. Absolutely disgusted with them. But there we go. It is what it is. A lot of pressure on her, but Belgium now can give them a lifeline. Can Belgium take advantage? It's been a really, really, really good first half so far. 34 minutes gone, and it's 0-0. This time the defender kept her arms down, and I think she felt the full weight of the ball into her midriff and was winded a little bit there. Iceland have got the possession. There's no doubt about that. They are just edging it with the possession. Although my other stat says that Belgium are. So pays your money, takes your chance. Let's go with Belgium. We've got 55% possession. 4 shots to Iceland, 2 to Belgium, 2 corners. This will be the third corner coming up for Iceland. How are they going to react to missing the penalty? It's a short corner. Goes back to the corner taker. Chips into the box. Who's going to be on the end of this? And it's it was a nice. Oh, it was an Icelandic person on the end of that, player on the end of that there, and she didn't quite, I don't think it was a header, and it was for runners where two players go up, and I think a couple of them catch it. It just didn't come down, you know, it went straight down onto the ground, and then it was hoofed over the bar. So Iceland playing it out from the back, and end up giving it away. But well, they had the goal kick, and now it's gone for a throw into Iceland because they're playing it out from the back. A very dangerous game. Anybody who knows me, anybody who follows me on Leicester Till I Die, will know I am not a fan of the playing it out from the back. 4 attempts to Iceland, 2 for Belgium. I think that probably does just about sum it up. And they both had 1 attempt on target. It comes in, let's see where this goes. Belgium somehow get it away. Bit of ping pong, to be honest with you, between the players. If you have subbed to the channel, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. It does mean a lot. I'm not actually working because of COVID at the moment, so it is all very, very much appreciated, and I do thank you. I do thank you. So I am. Oh, I mean, that was a bit of a hard tackle in there. The tackles are beginning to go in here. I've got to say, Iceland are looking the better team at the moment. They are looking the better team. It's in midfield. It must be hot down there. I don't think they've had a drinks break yet, which I'm surprised at. I thought they might be having one of those. It's Belgium here trying to get it out again, just passing it straight to a player in white. Good defending there. Good header out from the Belgian defender, but again straight to an Icelandic player. Oh, again, another header to another Belgian player. She was waiting for it, and the Icelandic player said, "Thank you very much," nipped in front. And it actually looks at the ground. Yeah, it look both ends have got no fans. So this is the Manchester City Academy. I'm not sure how much it holds there, but yeah, they've got both ends are boarded up. So kick out from the Belgian goalkeeper, straight to the head of an Icelandic player. They get it back, hoofing it upfield. That's not going to reach the Icelandic player. It's headed out, kicked out, and again Iceland come again, but they passed the ball out. Yeah, Iceland have impressed me. They've impressed me more than Belgium. I think they do deserve it more. So it's another one of these long throw-ins. No, it's a free kick, sorry. I didn't know what that was given for, and it's straight out. Straight out. I must have missed that. Don't know what that was given for. We're coming up to the 40th minute, and we are still looking at Belgium 0, Iceland 0. as Belgium try and make an attack forward. Will they keep that in? No, they won't. And it goes straight out on the far side of the Icelandic half for an Icelandic throw. And it's 54% possession to Belgium. Iceland now 5 shots to their 2. The goalkeeper is saying here regarding the from a former lead striker, Lucy Ward, saying the goalkeeper dived the right way, but we needed something to liven up the game. The goalkeeper save would do that. This was a massive opportunity, and she guessed right, but the penalty wasn't quite in the corner. When that happens, there will always look like terrible penalties that needed to be hit harder and in the corner. You've got to score on these chances. Yeah, it definitely did look like a bad one. Chris, how are you doing? How are you doing, sir? Welcome along, young man. How are you? I've just finished. He said, I've just finished my 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. shift today on a Sunday. Wow. Even worse in this hot weather. What do you do, mate? What do you do? Oh, it's a ball in from Belgium there, all the way through, and it's left to go out for an Icelandic goal kick. I can imagine. I mean, I haven't been out because I can't do the heat with my heart, so I'm in here, and it's just been too hot, mate. It's just been too hot. I don't know whether Mike's coming in. He said he might try and get on later, but I've not heard from him, Chris. But no, tell me what you do, because hopefully, by the sound of it, it's not a very nice job in this heat. The old clappers there. Look at the clappers again, eh? Now you can all thank Leicester for that, or hate us for it, whichever way you want to look at it. And it's another one Icelandic throw down the pitch a little bit, and it goes for another. Is this the lady with the long throat? No, it isn't. No, it's number 11. Throws it in. Iceland, what are they going to do with it? Is she going to lose it? Yes, she has lost it. Belgium got it. Playing it about dangerously at the back. Back to the Belgian goalkeeper. She'll probably play it to her left. Yes, she does. To the Belgian defender. Oh, this is. Oh no! Yeah, that was awful. That was awful. I'm sorry. You play at the back and you like that and you lose it. I mean, if that was against a Holland or a Sweden, that would have been punished. Netherlands, it hit the goal, it hit one of the defenders and came off for a corner. So it's another corner. But to be honest with you, mate, you have my sympathy. You have my sympathy. You need aircon. You certainly do, mate. You certainly do. That would have made it bearable, I guess, just about. Anyway, the corner comes in, and it's a good header and well defended by Belgium, but chipped back in again. No. It was chipped back in again, then headed across the goal by the Icelandic striker, but it just went straight across the goal because no Icelandic player was in the right position. I mean, it was a good header out by the Belgian defender, but in fairness, a chip in. Oh, she was onside. She was well onside. But it's been given as offside. There's another player offside, but I don't think she was involved in the play. Now, somebody explain some of these rules to me, how they currently are. But anyway, Iceland again on the break. Belgium. Oh, was that late? She's played advantage of the referee, but it's now gone to Iceland. So what will she do? Don't know if the Belgian players got up, but I think she was caught by the boot. Nobody seems too concerned. I can't see it on the screen, so I guess she's up and about. They're playing on Belgium. It's coming up now. We're in 44 minutes and 40 odd seconds, so coming up to half time. And I do think Iceland could rue this. They've had so many chances. I think they could actually rue not scoring any of them, especially the penalty. And Lucy Ward, the former lead striker on BBC, she is quite right. But she says you have to think that set pieces, corners, and free kicks are Iceland's way of getting themselves ahead in this game. They've shown glimpses, but she says they just haven't been able to sort of finish it off. Chris says, I don't mind the hot weather as long as there's a breeze. Correct. Which there wasn't, so it was unbearable. I bet you picked all the shelves that needed to be stacked that was just underneath the air conditioner, didn't you? I love when you're abroad and it's really, really hot and you go into a shop, not that you want to buy anything from there, you go into like a Greek leather shop or something, but it's just that there's air conditioning on. You think yes. So Belgian player coming across there, heading it out. This is the long throw specialist, number 23 for Iceland. What did we say we're going to call her? Was that Thor? No, that was number 9. Number 23 is John Desteer. Yes, we'll call her number 23. Long throw into the box again. It's ping-ponging about. What's it going to do? They can't clear it, Belgium. Iceland can't get the ball in. Belgium, and it's a clip and it goes wide. Wow, there's 2 minutes added time on 1:37 into that. I tell you what, that was like a game of pinball there. In off. And they were doing it in and out, but there's no shaking it all about, and that takes us up to half time. It is Belgium 0, Iceland 0 from the Manchester City Academy ground. It is half time, guys. Give me time, because you know what?
I'll be back.
I will be back, and but I need to do the old, watering the plants, as they say. So give me time, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. Thanks so much.
Leicester lead again. The goals are flowing here now.
The Leicester Till I Die shop is now open. For all your Leicester Till I Die merchandise, visit the Leicester Till I Die shop at our website.
Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
Let me turn my mic off, then you can hear me. I don't know what's happening now with this. I don't think the last jingle played, but please do check out all our sponsors and the supporters of our channel. They do support me, so please try and support them. And of course, certainly for the Women's Euros, don't forget that anything you need on the retro side, whether that's shirts or leisure wear, it is www.3retro.com. www.3retro.com, and that gives you basically shirts like this if you want an England retro shirt, Leicester, West Ham, top clubs in England, and like Barcelona's, etc. abroad. So there's a good choice, and a lot of Admiral stuff there as well. So let's have a look at that first half, shall we? Iceland, I mean, they should be ahead at the break. She had a superb opportunity opening the scoring for Iceland, did Thor, from the penalty spot, but Everard guessed correctly. Well, she says he made a strong stop to keep them at bay. 1 second. Oh, we're going to sneeze. I might still sneeze. Oh, I hate this, don't you? I absolutely. It's going to. I know it's going to come in a minute. But it was a poor penalty. It was a daisy cutter, as they say. I don't think it got over a foot off the ground. Wasn't anywhere near the corner. And the goalkeeper, if you guess the wrong way, fine. But to be honest with you, I think looking at it, you could see which way she was going to kick it. She didn't disguise it very well, and it went in. Apart from the spot kick, there hasn't been much more action in the final third for either side. But Iceland have dominated possession and have looked like the better team in the opening half. I must admit, they do. I think they're very evenly matched teams. You know, like I say, 19th Belgium, 7th. Is it 19th Belgium? Let's have a look in the FIFA World Rankings. Yeah, 19 Belgium, 17 Ireland. So they're pretty much evenly matched. I wanted Belgium only for the fact that Iceland obviously beat England under Y for the men's. But you know what? Iceland, they missed the penalty, but apart from missing the penalty, they deserve to be in front. I think they had the more attacking opportunities. They really did. I mean, possession, edging it with Belgium, but it's what they did with the possession. I have to be totally honest with you, it wasn't an awful lot. They had 3 shots to Iceland's 6, on target of which was 2 for Belgium, but only 1 for Iceland. So that kind of sums the game up there, if I'm honest with you. Belgium have been forced to sit deep for large periods in the first half. They need to try and get the ball a bit more in the second. They need to get on the ball a bit more in the second half, I should say, if they're to open up the scoring. Meanwhile, Iceland need to show more quality in front of goal to test Everard. And that's it, exactly. The goalkeeper, it's that. I don't think it's just this game. I think in all the women's games, it's been that final attempt that has lacked not quality, because that would be the wrong word, whether it's the heat or not. But, when you look at when you look at their attempts, and they end up trying to sort of shoot from way out west sort of thing, and it's just going all over. But it's a good stadium they're at, the Manchester City Academy Stadium. Neither of the two ends are full. In fact, both the ends are actually you're not allowed to sit there. Probably used to that when Man City play, Sorry, couldn't resist it. But apart from that, it looks to be a good crowd. It does. It's amazing if you read sort of different reports, you get different stats. But who do you think is going to go on and win this? I've got to be honest with you. For me, Iceland, I think. Unless Belgium can do what they did in that second half, what Portugal did in the second half yesterday and completely turn it round, then I can't believe they've got more possession, Belgium, because certainly Iceland were the better team. Anyway, this is Leicester Till I Die TV. Please, if you haven't already, thank you to everybody that has. But if you haven't, you can still subscribe, smash the likes, because that always does help us. It really, really does. And become a member. There's three levels available, starting from just $1.99 a month for bronze, silver, and gold. And if you're a gold member, not only do you get to be in an Austin Powers film, but you get 5% off all the Leicester Till I Die merchandise as well. And we will be back ready for... Oh, no, in fact, they're coming out. I was about to say ready for kickoff. This is the Leicester Till I Die watch-along. Second half coming up. Belgium 0, Iceland 0.
Till I Die Watch Along Show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
It is, and the Icelandic coach is not looking happy there as they kick off. I'm a little bit behind the graphic. We're all having a bit of the huddle in the old on the old pitch there, getting together, doing the high fiving or whatever they decide to do in those huddles. Belgium need to change it, and they need to do something, because, as I say, to me, I can only see one team going on and winning this, and that is Iceland. So it will be interesting to see. But let's have a look, because we looked at, in the first half, we looked at Iceland as a team. So as the second half gets underway, let's have a look at Belgium. They're playing Iceland today, obviously. Then on Thursday they're playing Belgium at 9 o'clock in Rotherham. I had to actually look at that twice. I thought, Rotterdam? What are they doing in Rotterdam? And then they're playing Italy in Manchester, which I'm guessing is the same stadium as this, on the Monday, the 18th. They qualified as Group 8 winners, playing 8, winning 7, losing 1, scoring 37 and conceding 5. And that's a big thing. And I'm surprised we haven't seen more goals. When you look at the goals that are being scored in the qualifiers, they're all sort of the top teams, one in the 30s and the 40s scored. And I thought we'd be seeing more goals. But obviously, once you get to the actual competition, it does get a bit more competitive. Belgium's best was the group stage in 2017, which was obviously their last World Cup, but they didn't get out of the group stage. The key player is Janice Cayman, the 33-year-old forward at Lyon. One to watch is Amber Tysak, Tysiak, T-back, I don't know. Tall, athletic, and a good reader of the game. The 21-year-old defender likes nothing more than to take advantage of the freedom she's given to surge forward. And the tactics. Having celebrated 10 years in charge in 2021, Cernels has left a deep mark on his team as they improved under the motto, every country has its own culture. Oh, Iceland. Oh, nearly broke the score in there. They broke down the right. It was a turner's pace by the Icelandic. Went through two Belgians, crossed the ball, and it was, no, she shot. It came off the left boot of the goalkeeper, and then it couldn't be turned in. Number 23, what a good run from her. We try our best with the possibilities we have in Belgium. Cernels has built a balance 4-4-2 or 4-4-3, depending on the opponents, with the aim of getting the most from his leading players. At the back, the central pairing of Bielsmans and Deneve is rarely touched, while fullbacks Feetchins right and Deleuze left also played every qualifier. After three consecutive third-place finishes in 11, 13 and 15, Belgium reached their first major finals 2 years later by... third-place qualifying finishes in 11, 13 and 15. Belgium reached their first major finals 2 years later by earning a spot at Euro 2017 in neighbouring Netherlands. After an opening game defeat against eventual finalist Denmark, Belgium created headlines by beating Norway before a loss against the hosts and future winners consigned them to third place in Group A. Knocked out by Switzerland in the 2019 World Cup playoff round, Belgium won the qualifying group ahead of the Swiss to qualify for the second straight Euro finals, in which they will play against European heavyweights France, Italy and Iceland. So that is a brief history there of Belgium. We did Iceland in the first half, and that was Belgium. And we have yet another long throw coming in. Another long throw coming in from number 23 for Iceland from the left, the far side. Iceland now kicking from left to right. And the ball goes into the box. Oh, it's headed out and it goes for a corner. I think we're going to see some action in a minute. I do believe we could be seeing some action in a minute. Let's have a look at the corner coming in. The corners have been all Iceland so far. It's whipped in, headed out, and goes back to the corner taker. We'll chip it in again. Fools the defender, chips it in, headed in, and it's a goal. It is a goal on the far side. Number 9. Number 9 for Iceland has scored. Whoa. I did tell you they were most likely to go ahead and win this, didn't I? It is 1-0 Iceland. And as you can see there, it is Thor herself that has scored. Wow. Well done, Iceland. Deserved. It was across the corner that was headed out, went out, ended up back with the corner taker. She chipped it into the far side. Number 9 was behind all the defenders, unmarked. It went through her to her. She headed it towards the goalie, and the goalkeeper basically let it go through her hands. Oh, what! It was a good goal. It was a deserved goal. And from the other angle, the goalkeeper got a hand to it, but could not stop it going in. Oh, that will make her feel a lot better. So it is 1-0 to Iceland. So no game yet is going to finish 0-0. Belgium have to come forward now. Belgium have to come out and attack, and they have to show some. Not guts is the wrong word, I suppose, but they need to show some initiative. She missed the penalty, number 9. I think you'll find she might be forgiven now. Somebody using the clappers there as a sun hat. A couple of people. It'll be hot. It will be hot out there. If you're like me, I haven't got any hair, but unlike the coach yesterday, don't have a wig, then you will be feeling it. 1-0 it is to Iceland. Number 9, Thor herself, missed the penalty in the first half, got the second half off to a great start. 5 minutes in, from the corner, like I say, came in, went back out, where it was picked up by an Icelandic player, back to the corner taker, chipped it in, went across all of the defenders, and all the Icelandic players. And number 9 at the far post, unmarked, was just there to head it straight in. The goalkeeper got a hand to it, but couldn't do a thing, wasn't able to stop it. I mean, when I look here and I can see that, corners, it's 5 to Iceland, none to Belgium. That kind of sort of sums it up. And we did say early on, the lady from the BBC, Lucy, said that Iceland's best chance of getting the goal was going to come from a set piece. Well, she knows her stuff. Well done, Iceland. And it's back with the Icelandic goalkeeper now. There's a bit of a sliding tackle there from the Belgian. Look at this, she didn't make any contact. And is this yet another corner? Desperate defending by Belgium. But again, when it's form, when you look at Iceland being 17, Belgium being 19th in the FIFA World Rankings. I know I said I wanted Belgium at the start, but I've got to be honest with you. Iceland have played well, and they are the lot better team. They really are. But that one's not going to go anywhere. Did she keep it in? Apparently she did. Iceland, another chip into the box. Oh, the goalkeeper fumbles. And the number 9 can't do anything with it this time, just slices it. And it's an overhead kick. And it goes over the stadium as well from the number 7 for Iceland. It was a good attempt. She shinned it more than didn't even get a boot on it. They might be able to get that down from the space station if they find it floating up there. Well, the game certainly, sprung to life. It wasn't exactly the most boring game before, but Belgium, the goal, obviously a goal, whichever way it goes, opens the game up. Belgium have got to come forward to try and get the equaliser, whilst obviously not leaving themselves open at the back. And Belgium have it in the middle of the field, coming down the near side, the left-hand side. Belgium are now kicking from right to left. And I say, do not worry if that hasn't changed on the graphic in the middle, because it doesn't change. Just don't get confused. So Iceland now have it on the far side. A ball. Belgium were able to cut that long pass out. But then they lose the ball again to Iceland, who just play it around and play it back to their goalkeeper. Still showing Belgium having more possession. I am really, really surprised at that. Really surprised. But 12 shots from Iceland, 3 from Belgium. I'm actually going to go out on a limb here and say Belgium are disappointing. I thought they'd be more evenly matched than this. Belgium's a long ball tried to play into the Icelandic box, but the Icelandic defender was able to head it out. So it's a throw-in on the near side for Iceland. Are there more goals in this game? I think we could see. Who's more likely to get the next goal? If I'm honest with you, I think probably Iceland. I think Iceland are more likely to get a second, the way things are going at the moment. because they're certainly having more of the ball. Belgium that come now, and it was a header into the box. Oh, sorry, a chip into the box and a header, and it's the first corner for Belgium. They've finally got the corner.
This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Please subscribe now on YouTube.
And the corner to Belgium. The sun's in their eyes. Bend it into the sun is the Belgian corner taker. Heck, it's a crowded line that. They're all very close to the line. And it's just headed straight out by the Icelandic defence. Now, but yeah, defending well. Defending well. Out, snap back by the Belgium. Taken through on the box. A long shot from the Belgian number 10, but it was straight at the goalkeeper. Straight at the goalkeeper. Yes, on the near side, Iceland trying to play a little triangle if you come up with them. Don't have it back, but are played back towards our goalkeeper who now has it. Out to the defender on the far side. Got options in front of her, but not many. Now got a few. That's a good ball through there. That was a good ball through. And the Icelandic defender let it go. It's now on the far side. In the corner again. I think they saved it. It was a low cross in, kicked out by the Belgian defender. Managed to stop it going for a corner, and it's a throw in to Iceland. The Belgian manager is a little bit concerned. Very smart. So it's a throw in now to Belgium. Crossed into the box, up and got the header in. Again, no power behind it. Headed it into the ground, bounced up into the goalkeeper. Long kick out by her into the Belgian half, but it ended up back to the Belgian player. What's going to happen here? Oh, now the Atlantic goalkeeper and the forward from Belgium both came out for that. Or both came out, both went for that. That was a great save. She just got her foot to it. Belgium, she was able to lift it over the advancing goalkeeper. She didn't make the contact with the ball, but the Icelandic goalkeeper was able to collect that in. Belgium now on the far side, crossing it in. Oh, a brave header out there by the Belgian defender. Snapped back in again by the Atlantic player, but straight to the arms. There was a single rabbit going straight into the arms of Mary, but straight into the arms of. Oh, it was a brave defensive header from Belgium there. But now trying to come out down this near side and in shade, hard to see them there. They keep hold of it, Belgium. It ends up back with the goalkeeper, which is not where they want it. Half an hour to go, 60 minutes just come up on the clock. And it still says here Belgium that I got the possession. I just don't. If they've got it, they're certainly not doing an awful lot with it at the moment. But it is 54-46 possession. 156 accurate passes to Belgium, 123 to Iceland. And there's a Belgian player down at the moment. And we just had a review. I say a bit late. We just had a review of the goal, confirming it was VAR saying it was onside. It always was. It always was. So there was an injured player down for Belgium, but we were back up and running again. Crowded out was the Icelandic striker. Paying it forward. Keeping hold of the ball, Belgium onto the far side. Pushing the ball forward, coming inside a little bit. Nice ball into the box, but the Belgian striker hit it straight at an Icelandic defender. Oh, and what happened there? Went straight over. And the Belgian player didn't even jump for it. Didn't even jump for it. Let's have a look what happened. So she was there in the box. She's run up. No, she was actually too far away. She got for it. She did at a different angle. I do like the fact that they've got all the shirts. They've got the two teams on that are playing in that game. I think that's a really nice move. Cost a bit in shirts though. 60 odd pop a shirt. They don't pay that obviously. Oh dear. Iceland losing it on the far side. It's a throw into Belgium. So Belgium playing it forward, across midfield to the left-hand side, takes it inside, passes to a Belgian player. What are they going to do? They've wasted a chance, have they? We've got Icelandic players back now, shot straight at an Icelandic player, but comes out to a Belgian. She plays it back in again, and she loses it out to Iceland. Oh, penalty! It's another penalty. This time to Belgium on the number 14. Let's have a look at this in more detail. She got the ball. Oh, yeah. Oh, she lost the ball. Can't get hold of the ball. She's taking it away from the number 5 defender for Iceland, and number 5 defender took her out with her legs. Will it be reviewed? She's listening again to her headpiece as the referee, but at the moment the play is still down from Belgium. Maybe got a bit of a dead leg, but it is at the moment is a penalty. But we will see what VAR says. I think it will be given again. Will she go over to have a look at it, or will they just agree with her VAR with the referee and give it to her? The referee, of course, who is I forget where she's from now. Anyway, she's from somewhere, obviously. Yeah, nice turn for the number 9. Number 15, 13 for Belgium got it, and she was taken out by the number 6. She was taken out.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
So the penalty looks like it's going to stand. It looks like the penalty has been scored. Let's just wait to see it live. You all know what happens, as you can see it there. So it's yeah, 1-1 penalty scored by Belgium. It was a lot better taken penalty than Iceland's in the first half. And Van der Zwaert, mate, on the 67th minute makes it 1-1. Well, I don't think, for me, they don't deserve to be back in it. It was straight down the middle. A little chip straight down the middle. The goalkeeper dived to her right, and the ball from the number 10 straight in the back of the net. Wasn't high. If she stayed, if she hadn't moved, she'd have probably got it. But it is now 1-1 all. There we go. Deepak, this is live streaming, mate. It's just that obviously things are at a different time stream, depending on what and how you are watching them. So we've got a game on our hands again. Belgium 1, Netherlands 1. Now Belgium are coming forward. A long range shot over. That's going to put the give the Belgians. That was quite high over there. That's going to give the Belgians a bit of a shot in the arm. Good evening, Mike. How the devil are you, sir? How the devil are you doing? Hope you are well. This has been quite a good game, this one, Mike. Iceland are definitely for me, and they're doing the slap again now. Definitely been the team on top. Missed the penalty in the first half. It was a poor penalty, but it was a good goal headed in at the far post from the corner to give the Icelandics a lead. I've got a message for you, by the way, Mike. I do have a message to pass on to you. Yeah. Enjoying this one, I do not blame you, sir. I do not blame you. It is lovely. It's lovely out there, so it's too hot for me. Yeah, and then Belgium obviously just had that penalty there, so that sorted that 1-1. Keep the penalty, have the goalkeeper, I think the goalkeeper stood and kept the ground. She would have saved it, but she dived it straight down the middle, and they're looking at on 1-4. We're up to 70 minutes, 10 minutes to go. With a long throw from the Belgian number 23, it's as good as a corner that. Up in the air, and Belgium players back, pick it out, but it's a 4-4 clearance. Has that gone through? Yes, it's into the corner. Right, not gone for a corner. What's buffering, Mike? Sorry. The audio. Is the audio buffering? Nobody said anything. Remember, the corner comes in. Head in. Oh! Oh, and that was nearly the second goal. Nearly the second goal. Went up for a header. I'm not sure whether it also clipped the Belgian number 10, but it was a good save. I know we had no muffle, Dan or Mike. We had no muffle. We just had this. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, that was a good effort. They are dominating this whole game, really. Iceland with the corners. They are. I mean, 8 corners to 1, 15 shots to 9. Belgium have got the the goal scorers going off. Belgium have got the more possession, but they're not really doing much with it. So number 9 is coming off by the look of it for Iceland. She missed the penalty in the first half. She got the header in the second, but she is coming off. Number 9, Thor, is off. And number 21, who's got an even more difficult name to pronounce. I think half of these were playing for Leicester yesterday. Is the sound all right now, guys? I hope. Iceland break down the far side. Iceland's left. Comes in, the goalkeeper misses it. And it's come to it. Oh, no, she can't do anything with it. She's got it at the edge of the box at the moment. What will she do with it? She's got two defenders with her. And it comes off one of them defenders for another corner, would you believe? The Belgian goalkeeper came out to punch it clear. And it was... Oh, don't tell me it's a goal kick. How is that? It must be a free kick. Well, I don't know how that was, because she came out to fist it out, and she missed her fist completely. Still, Belgium had it on the far side, but they let it run out of play. Iceland throw. We are coming up 72 minutes now, so we've got about quarter of the game, sixth of the game left. Quarter of the game left, isn't it? Yeah. Have you got your feet in the pool again, Dan? Coming down the side. A hopeful ball in there from Iceland. More hope than anything, and the hope didn't work. Well taken down by the Icelandic striker, who then just gave it straight away to a Belgium defender. Belgium 1, Iceland 1. If you haven't yet subscribed and you are watching, please do on YouTube, Leicester Till I Die TV. And if you have subscribed, please give the video a like. It does help. And another corner. Why don't they just play corners here? I have indeed. Always have cold feet when I know I'm coming on your channel. Why? Why would that be? Why would that be, Daniel? So it's a corner, yet another corner to Iceland.
Watch us on YouTube. Listen on your favorite podcast platform, or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Nothing came of the corner there. It was straight over, and it's gone out eventually for an Icelandic throw. Belgium about to make a substitution. Is this going to be another long throw from number 23 for Iceland? Yes, it is. And I tell you what, if you've not seen it yet, have a look at this. This is a long throw to beat long throws. Wow. Straight at a head, though, and it goes straight back out from a Belgian head for another Icelandic throw-in. Charlotte, good evening. How are you? Good afternoon, good day, good morning, wherever you are. Come on, Iceland. To be honest with you, Charlotte, they've been the better team. They have been the better team. Mike said he was in the swimming pool too, and Turf said it's called pig swill in Wales. It's called sheep dip, isn't it? Anyway, Iceland are coming through, and it ends up in the Belgian goalkeeper's hand. Well done, Charlotte. Thanks for joining us again. Belgium obviously want Iceland to win. I don't want Belgium at the start, only because I still hate Iceland from what they did to us in England for the men's. But Iceland have thoroughly deserved it. Because we do not say Belgium are 19th in the FIFA's world rankings. Iceland are 17th. Belgium had always beaten Iceland. Iceland had never yet beaten Belgium. well, I say yet, they've only played 2 games. I think I don't know. I think it might be your end, Mike. I think it's been 1 win, 1 draw for Belgium. Iceland had so many attempts in the first half that I'm really, they could end up regretting this. It might be the internet with it being the weather that it is at the moment. Substitution 13 comes off, the Hunt comes off, and Eulings comes on for Belgium. Are you sure you're not hearing it muffled when it's the sheep, Mike? The Belgium have it down this near side. Playing about, keeping possession. There's just over 10 minutes to go. There is time for one of these to get a winner. That goal has certainly lifted Belgium. But can they actually do anything with it? Belgium coming forward now. Coming down on the near side. Number 3 taking in the box. And it's a curler. Oh, good save there. Good save from the Icelandic keeper. Wullaher had the shot there. It was a good save. Belgian goalkeeper, Belgian manager, their coach, probably can't believe it. I think you are, Charlotte, which is why I'm not reading your comments out if you are ahead. They say, well, there's a corner to Belgium, only the second one in the game. What can they do with it? It comes over in, a header from Belgium, but straight into the midriff of the Icelandic goalkeeper who holds on to it. And it's a long ball out, but it goes straight onto the head of a Belgian defender. But Iceland get it back. Belgian players coming back in force now, in numbers. A chip into the box from the far side for the Icelandics, but they keep possession. Another chip in the box, but it goes to that wasn't a very good clearance at all. She was falling, and it's gone up to the number 23 for Iceland, who's trying some feet over the ball tricks. Chip it back in. Thank you, Charlotte. It is much appreciated. Just for everybody else that's watching as well. But so we literally are into the last 10 minutes now. Charlotte, if you've been watching it, who do you think is the most likely to go on and win? I mean, I said the next goal was going to come from Iceland, but that was in open play. Belgium got the penalty, of course, back to 1-1. It has given Belgium, obviously, it's lifted them, given them a bit of a boost. Personally, I prefer a Twix, but they're coming down now. She's kept it in, the Belgian, down the near side in total shade. The passing hasn't been brilliant in these Euros, I've got to be honest with you. A lot of the time the passes just go astray or to the opposition. Here come Belgium down the far side. There's 2 of them on the ball. She plays it out. Can she get the cross in? Yes, she can. Oh, no. Yes, no. No, Belgium there. Oh, honestly, it was like watching Weghorst there. I mean, it was on a plate for her, and she almost, she just fell on her arse. Yeah, don't underestimate them, Charlotte. I agree. I mean, number 9 there. I mean, what was that? Was terrible. That was at this level. At this level, even in women's football, you should not be doing that. That was what you'd expect a 13, 12-year-old to do that just started playing, just kicking your foot out and hoping you hit the ball. That was terrible from the Belgians. They still have the ball out from the shade to the far side and straight out. Straight out. I'm going to be controversial here. I'm sure Charlotte will hate me for saying this, but the last few games I have seen, I just think the standard is not as good as the men's. It started off when I was watching some of the good teams, and it was a good standard. But just like they're just trying to poke a foot at the ball, it's if you're in the Belgian national team, you should be able to do better than that. Anyway, Iceland have the ball in their own box, turns around, kicks it out for a corner. 7 minutes to go. Belgium 1, Iceland 1. So it's still, I can't remember, Belgium now more possession, 54%, probably about correct. I think it is the Icelandics, the team that is holding on at the moment. 18 shots to Iceland, 11 to Belgium, so that they're getting that up. Of their 11 shots, 8 are on target. Only 5 of Iceland's 18 are on target. And I say 9 corners to Iceland to Belgium. Looks like there might be some more changes for Iceland coming on at the moment. It looks a very good, I say, it is the Manchester City Academy ground, and it is looking very smart, very smart. Both ends are sort of cordoned off, so they've got placards and posters up, so there's no players behind the goals. I don't know whether that is normal. It looks like it could be normal, actually. I know they've got some seats covered there. They've got some, but not high stands, but they have got some seats. Hear what? Don't know whether Mike's still watching or not, but bet you wish Newport could play there. 300 passes completed for Belgium, just over 200 for Iceland. Belgium's playing it out from the back now. They've got time to do this. They really need to try and get the ball forward to try and get something here. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. You're quite right there, Charlotte. Quite right. But obviously, they're going to get compared. And I'm a great advocate of women's football. Yellow card for Van Havermaet there of Belgium. Now, I'm a great advocate of women's football, and I've been praising these tournaments. The standard is good, but I just think sometimes when you look at it like that, obviously they can't compete. It would be interesting to see a game between them. But no, I've so to say overall, I've been doing every game. I've absolutely loved the play. The games have been exciting. Iceland making a change. Number 17 coming on here. Karim, I need a goal. Sikira, which side are you on? Belgium or Iceland? It's a free kick to Iceland at the moment on the far side, halfway between the halfway line and the box. It's a awful free kick. It is an awful free kick. It was just a kick straight out. It really was. Belgian goalkeeper is going to get herself into trouble if she doesn't be careful. Nice turn on the defence from the Belgian there, though. Keep hold of the ball. Giving it away here. Iceland. No, 3 players onto the one Icelandic, which was never going to stand a chance. Through ball here for Belgium. Belgium plays on it. Can she? Oh, she can't quite get it to her teammate. Can't quite get it to a teammate. Which team, Kareem? Let me know which team. We're coming up to the last 5 minutes. Belgium here pushing forward. Through ball doesn't go through where she wants it to and ends up on with an Icelandic defender who boots it straight out to a Belgian player. Oh. And that was an awful pass there from Belgium. Ends up back with Iceland off the Belgian number 9 for a throw-in. So 1-1 still, and we are down, like I say, inside the last 5 minutes. Altidore number 2. Really, Charlotte? That is, I'm so. Oh. They tried it in the USA. The Women World Cup winners were beaten by 15-year-old schoolboys. Wow. That does surprise me because I know the Americans are absolutely brilliant at women's football, which is obviously why they're number 1 in the world. So that does surprise me. Anyway, Iceland on the attack. Nice turn. Pushes it into the box. Off of Belgium. Straight to the Icelandic player. They're claiming for something. It's a toe. She turned and shot there. And now they're trying to claim another penalty. They're trying to claim another penalty. I don't think she's even going to entertain it. Let's just have a look. Did it? Whoa, well, it did. And that wasn't far. That wasn't far from... no, it's not going to be given. She's no way. That was sort of up and off. It was quite rightly not given there. But now I'm surprised at that, Charlotte. Oh, here comes the through. Oh, that's a penalty. That is a penalty. Yes. That had to be a penalty all day long, right up at the other end. The Belgium was through. The Belgian striker was through. 1-on-1 on the goalkeeper. Tried to go around the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper pulled her down. Wow. Yeah, that was such a clear penalty. It was. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's take this off. Let's put this up while we have the last few minutes. Has it not been given? Iceland are coming away. I don't think it's been given. I'm sure she pointed at the spot. Wow, what happened there? Why was that not given? Well, we're into the last few minutes. It's a crowd of 3,859. It is the smallest crowd at Euro 22 so far, but apparently it has sounded like 38,000 at times. The crowds have been amazing. 3 minutes time added on. 3 minutes added on time. It was offside. That penalty was offside. Oh. Iceland can count themselves lucky. It's ping pong here in the and it's a free kick to Belgium. I think the Icelandic player pulled her down. Well, I've got to be honest with you. I mean, just showing the free kick there with the penalty. I mean, I think it was taken down. She was taken. The goalkeeper took her out, but she was offside when the foul happened. So it has. Now, you said they're not a penalty. Yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't see that. I was concentrating on the game. Another last-minute change here by Iceland. They were lucky. Iceland were very lucky there. I thought Belgium were going to sneak it. The penalty claim at the other end, the Belgian couldn't help it. I mean, it came off another player and just hit her on the arm. She couldn't have got out of the way, so that wasn't a penalty. That one, as I say, had she been onside, would have been a penalty. A draw, possibly going to be a fair result for this. At the end of the day, a chip in there. Oh, chance there, and she completely misheaded it. If she even actually made contact, I think she probably did, but I think this is going to end 1-1. Let's have a look as the ball comes across. Yeah, she does make contact, but not enough. Not enough to flick it into the goal. Much to the Icelandic coaches' chagrin there. We're coming up to the 3rd minute. I'm sure we're going to play it out now. Last minute change with the captain's armband. Number 3 is coming in. Van Kerhoven is coming in. I'm sure that's just to run down time. So controversial match. 2 penalties in the dying minutes. They're not given. And a penalty missed. But it certainly hasn't been a dirty game. Iceland are having one. Oh no, she's kicked it out. I think that will probably now take it up to the end, and it is full time. It is full time, and it has ended Belgium 1, Iceland 1. And I'm going to say that was an entertaining match. As Charlotte said there, it has been a good match. It was. And when you look at the stats, I mean, the penalty was 2 penalties not given at the end there. 55-45 possession. Belgium have always just kept on top of that. 11 shots to Belgium, 23 to Iceland. 8 shots on target to Belgium, 5 to Iceland. Just the 2 corners to Belgium with 10 to Iceland. Overall, probably say Iceland probably just would deserved it, if anything. Belgium came good after the goal, but before that they didn't really sort of do much. Charlotte says, from world champions to humbling defeat against under-15 side, World Cup winning USA women's team suffer 5-2 loss against the Dallas Academy boys. Sounds like you are looking at a headline there. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. If you haven't done already, thank you for watching. Do give us a subscribe. I know some of you have while that's been on. We will be back. It's coming up to 5 to 7 now. We will be back in about 50 minutes' time. At 7:45, I'll be joined by Dan, the Burnley man. And we will be looking, we'll be doing the watch along for France, Italy tonight, the second game in this competition. 3 draws on a row we've had now. Charlotte, take care, love. If you know your women's football, you want to do something with the channel, I'm at Leicester TID. Let me just type that in there for you. We're looking to sort of have more people on that know sort of women's football. If you'd like to come on, maybe be a co-commentator with us, you would be welcome. I will leave that up to you. Goodbye. See you soon. I hope you're well. Thank you to everybody else that's been in there, even the Welsh guy and the Northern guy when they popped in. It has been a pleasure. It was a good game, 1-1. Probably at the end of the day, it was probably about a fair result. On that. I'll be back, like I say, in 50 minutes doing the watch along for France, Italy. I will see you then. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Don't do anything I won't enjoy. Thank you for watching, and thank you for lending my ears if you've been listening.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time. Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.